So, I already had my video up on my YouTube page, but my batteries were a little old, I won't put it that way, and so got myself some fresh Babbelbatts from RCBabbel. It's my only place I buy batteries for UMX planes from, because his are the best, and makes them from premium Hyperion and Thunder Power cells. It's a little windy for this plane, I think, so we'll see what happens. The wind is bouncing around a little bit. I think I'm going to take it into the shelter here to get it to initialize and get out of the wind a little bit. That should work better. But I brought it with me last time when I came out here to maiden the big cub, but it was way too windy that day. Okay. It's all ready to go. But anyway, like I was saying, I like to fly these higher performance batteries. These are Thunder Power 70C 325 milliamp hour cells, and end up with a battery pretty much about all the way. Well, let's see. Hopefully, this Velcro I used is going to be good enough to work here. Doesn't seem to be held very tightly. Might have to revisit what I'm using for Velcro here. Anyway, figured I'd shoot a video of this little guy. Maybe I'll hover a little bit or do the horizontal hover in this 10, 12 mile an hour wind. Definitely a bit windy for flying like this. I'll be on flight speed there. Kind of getting the feeling I won't be putting in a whole flight. Quarter throttle, we're not going anywhere yet. You can handle the wind. Doesn't seem to care much. Except for sitting on the ground there, it was rolling backwards with the power on. Yeah, let's see. Slow her down a bit. Pull the throttle back and see what it does. Bounced around a little, but then feels like we had about a 15 mile an hour wind now. Flying a little nose heavy just because of the wind, but because of the way that Velcro was behaving, or the way it was barely grabbing, Velcro I put on my new packs. I don't think I'm going to do much for aerobatics or anything, because I'd sure hate to have the battery pop loose and be flopping around in there. That'd make for more of an eventful landing than I really want. Not even full throttle. Oh, Dusty. You can hear the 25% throttle timer beeping away. And then let's see, since my last, the battery I made it on was a TP325 from Roger, Babbelbatts, but it's 5 years old, so I'm not sure how much snort it had. Let's see here, go to full throttle. Oh yeah, it'll climb straight up. It's got at least 1-to-1, if not a bit better than 1-to-1 thrust to weight. You know, wind up there, so it's getting a little far away down range. Full throttle and up we go. I love slow flying. It's an old saying, and it's actually true. It's not just one of those old sayings. It's harder to fly slow than fast. You know, all it takes is decent reaction time and, you know, decent construction methods to fly fast. But flying slow, right on the ragged edge of a stall, when you're not sitting in the plane and you don't have any feedback to the sticks, that's a challenge, because all you have is hand-eye coordination. And so it's one of the reasons why I've always felt that flying slow is just more fun, because it's more of a challenge. Oh, I like fast stuff too. I like warbirds and things, but I think I get more I get more grins and enjoyment out of slow flying. Possibly, but because I grew up in bush planes, full scale with my dad. So I grew up in a super stall plane, Cessna 180 with a full Robertson STOL kit, and that thing, yeah, it would do some cool stuff. But Dad would not even let me fly with Robertson engaged until I had learned how to handle the thing well without, just because slow flight's harder. Anyway, this is getting a bit windy, not to be fun. So I'm going to call it good. Here's my second baby timber flight.